I will ask her what she would like to do at the weekend, and we can do
Mm-hmm.
whatever she wants to do. We can do that
Mm-hmm.
together. So these are the activities that's that we can plan. What is interesting is when a child is young, 3 or 4 years old, their their concept of time it doesn't exist. They don't have a concept of time.
Mm-hmm.
So one day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, they don't know. They
Mm-hmm.
don't. Usually between the age of 4 and 5, around the age of 5, they start to develop an idea of what time means. But before 5, they don't really know. So, for example, yesterday I said to my daughter, "When is uh, when is your birthday?" And she said, it is on the calendar, number 1 and 5 on the calendar, 1 and 5. Okay, so 1 and 5 is 15. So when is the number 15? When is that? She said, I don't know. Okay, so you know that you will have a birthday. She said, yes, I know I'll have a birthday. Do you know when? She said, no. I said, okay, well, the birthday will be tomorrow. So tomorrow is your birthday. She said, tomorrow's my birthday. Okay, super. So this morning, this morning, she was sleeping in my bed with me, yeah, last night. So this morning we woke up and I said to her, do you know what day it is today? And she said, no, I don't know what day it is today.
Yeah.
I said, it's a very important day. Do you know, do you know when is your birthday? And
Tomorrow.
she said, it's on the calendar,
Yeah.
number 1 and number 5. Okay. So what day is it today? So I don't know what day it is today. So it's so uh, it's really hard to understand that children
Mm-hmm.
have no concept of time.
Yeah.
Yesterday, today, tomorrow, next week. They no 1 hour, 1 day. They have no concept of time at
Mm-hmm.
all. It's like when you say to the child, "I will see you." Like when people say to their children, "I will see you in a few hours. I will see you at the end of the day." Like when parents
Mm-hmm.
leave their children in the nursery or the daycare and they
Mm-hmm.
say to the child, "I'll see you at the end of the day." The child
You know.
doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a year, right? That could be a year. The
Mm-hmm.
child does not understand what that means. I will see you in
Mm-hmm.
2 hours or 3 hours. I will see you after lunch. I will see you at the end of the day. That the child doesn't know what that means. That's adult language. That's adult speak. That's what that's what uh, that's what parents and adults say to each other. Children don't understand that, and adults do it all the time, and they think the children understand. Bye bye. I'll see you at the end of the day. Bye bye. Da, da, da. The children have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
They the children don't know what that means, and the parents don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
They should, but I guess nobody told them because you say that to the parents. Oh, you tell parents, look, you can't talk to kids like that because they don't understand. And the parents are like, of course my children understand. Yeah, but they don't. Yes, but I told them. Yes, but telling is not understanding.
Mm-hmm. And do you think when they are used to meet their parents after lunch when they wake up from the sleeping uh, every day, 1 week, 2 weeks, they could know that this is the time when mommy or daddy come
That
on.
that is adult thinking.
Mm,
That is not child thinking.
Mm.
It's very nice,
Mm-hmm.
but see, you are using adult logic,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The child's brains don't work like that.
Mm.
The adult's brain is, oh, it's a habit, it repeats, it's a timetable, it's the same thing again and again and again. Oh, it's easy to follow.
Mm.
Okay. Try giving a timetable to a child.
Mm.
Try giving a timetable to a child. Do you think the child can follow the timetable?
Oh.
Even if the child understands 1 on the timetable is the same as 1 on the clock,
Mm.
which is a pretty abstract concept for them to understand because they have to understand timetable and day and clock and time and that's a massive concept to understand.
Mm.
That's a massive concept to understand. And uh, even if they do, they're not going to follow it because children don't and can't. Children are interested in what they're interested in. They're not interested in the timetable. They're not interested in the clock because there is no timetable and there is no time
Mm.
for children. So when adults say, yes, but they learn, yeah, they learn the same way that if you put people in prison, they learn that they can't get out. Yeah? I mean,
Mm.
because it's the same thing, right? It's the same idea. You put a person in a place with a fixed group of people and they can't go anywhere else. There's a prison.
Mm. Mm.
Now, you can argue that it's practical, it's logical, it's safer. Yeah, I accept all of those things. They're all true, but they're not the only things happening in the situation. And so many adults don't understand that children think in a different way.
Yeah.
Just that concept of time. Just remember that up to the age of 5, if you say that up to the age of 5, there's no difference between there's basically no difference between 1 minute and 1 year
Mm.
for the child. When you say to your child, "I will see you in 5 minutes,"
Mm-hmm.
the child doesn't understand what that is.
Mm.
They really don't. Like my son is 7 now, and only now is he beginning to only this year did he understand days and dates and time and calendars because
Mm-hmm.
we have a calendar on the wall and his job is to move the pin from day to day each
Okay.
day. That's his job.
Mm-hmm.
Now some days he forgets
Mm-hmm.
and then where are you? It's like no idea. Which day is it? Don't know. Right? Because it's
Mm.
because it's not important. So the the adult values and the children values and the child values are all very different. I mean,
Yeah.
because we're trained like monkeys in the circus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm.
we are trained like soldiers. Yes, sir, it will be done. We because that's how the world is
Mm.
organized in
Yes.
these military styles or fashions, and
Mm.
um, and we forget that everything that is fixed for an adult is for a child, right?
Mm.
Right. Adult knows take food, put food in mouth, eat food, have energy, not be hungry. Child is food, food. Right. I mean, this the child thinking is, what can I do? Can I put it up my nose? Can I put it in my ear? You know, what happens if I put my finger in it like this? Can I get it across my shirt? Um, and so this the child is the child is the perfect scientist. The child is always experimenting with
Mm.
with everything, always trying new things, always seeing what works and what doesn't work. And um, as adults, we know there are rules and we follow the rules, but the children don't really have any rules. They are
Mm.
they're wild.
Yeah,
Uh,
right.
yeah, children are wild. Like you see those, if you've ever seen crazy people in mental hospitals, right? Crazy people in mental hospitals, that's basically children.
Mm-hmm.
That's how children are. Don't look for logic. There isn't any logic
Mm.
because because um
Without a border.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Mm. Yeah, but we are here to learn them, our children, how to survive in the system, in the
Mhm.
world.
Yes, we are here to. Yeah, that's a that's a very negative way to say we're here to give them our wisdom. Yes,
Mm.
we we are here to tell them everything we know so that they can learn more and they can teach their children even more and everything can grow and grow and grow and grow. I mean
Yeah.
this is the organic system of growth. We want the future to be bigger and better and brighter and more beautiful. Um, there's a motivational speaker called Les Brown, and he tells this story about two boys in winter,
Mm-hmm.
and they are walking on a lake of ice, and one of
Yeah.
the boys falls into the ice, and the other boy runs to the nearest tree, and he breaks this big branch off the tree, and he comes back to the ice, and he breaks the ice with this big branch and he pulls out the other boy. And when other adults and emergency service and other people arrive to help, they're amazed that this little boy could break this branch from this tree and break the ice. They don't understand, how is this possible that a small boy could do this? And one of the one of the people who's there says, it's very easy to understand. He did it because nobody told him he could not do it. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody told him he could not do it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the world, this is this real world of children,
Mm-hmm.
is that is that they can do everything and anything because for them there are no rules.
I
And
think it's impossible.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is possible. The imagination
Mm-hmm.
of 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 children is incredible. And as we grow up, as we become older, we we change. We lose a little bit of
Mm.
this magic. The magic that we see in places like Disneyland, maybe, or in some films which try to recreate a little bit of the fantasy of life. And um, it's interesting. One of the most powerful tools in the universe is the human imagination.
Yeah.
But how much education do we get about the human imagination? Like very little. Maybe in the subjects of languages with creative writing, maybe a little bit in art, maybe a little bit there, but most education is uh, memorize the facts, memorize the facts, memorize the facts, do the tests, do the test, do the test, do the test. And so we don't spend much time training our imagination. And everybody knows that everything starts with a thought. Before you have an activity, before you do anything, you have to think it. And thinking is part of the human imagination. And we have no
Yeah.
training. We have no training with it. We we walk through life just letting the thoughts go wherever we want them to go, not really controlling them. And we all know that either we are in control or we are not in control. There's no middle. You are in control of what you do or you are not in control of what you do. There's no middle. You know, when you go to work, you are in control of what you are doing in your work or somebody else is telling you what to do.
Yes.
There's very little in the middle. So with thoughts and human imagination, if you are not in control of your thoughts, your imagination, your creativity, then all of your thoughts, imagination, and creativity are coming from other people in other places. They're coming from uh, other people's ideas, from from other media, from songs, from what we read in other people's books, or for these ideas are not our own. Now, that's how we learn. We learn by taking in other people's ideas, but we have to be thinking about it. We have to be conscious of it. We have to be able to control our our imagination because everything begins with the imagination. Before you can do something, you have to see it in your head before you can do it. You know, before you join the fitness class, you have to imagine joining the fitness class so that you can plan and prepare to do it. You know, before you can sell the product, you have to imagine creating the product before, or the process of selling the product if you want to sell the product. So everything begins in the human mind and in training the mind that the mind can do things and that the person can be successful. People win because they want to win.